Hey guys, Dom from Endpoint Automation Services here, bringing you another UiPath tutorial. Now, EAS are the UK's leading UiPath partner, and today we're bringing you a video that focuses on invoice document classification and data extraction. Now, previously I've done a tutorial that looks into the basics of invoice document processing within UiPath, so I highly recommend checking that video out first. Links to that will be in the description below, but without further ado, let's get into it. So last time we built a simple flow that digitized an invoice, extracted its data based on a taxonomy that we provided, and then implemented some human verification at the end to confirm that the extracted data was correct or not. So to build on this today, I'll be looking at how we can improve our flow by automatically recognizing different types of invoices and extracting different data from each one, as well as then exporting this data to be used elsewhere as we see fit. If we take our flow from last time, we can see that the robot loads in our taxonomy here, cycles through the invoices, digitizes them, extracts the data and presents a validation station for human verification at the end. But the question is, what if we have multiple types or formats of invoices? Well, we start with the taxonomy manager because this is where we can define each invoice type and the information we want to extract from each of them. Now, as you can see, I have two different document types here for the purposes of this video, which refers to these two different invoices. As you can see, they are from different companies with different layouts and different data on each. So now we have our new set of taxonomies. We need to add an activity which will tell the robot which keywords in each invoice it needs to look out for in order to classify them. Search for the classify document scope in your activities here. And then just drag it in as the digitized document activity here. Ensure you correctly provide your input variables and set an output variable for the classification results. We now need to drag in the keyword-based classifier activity and just drop it within the classified document scope here. You will need to provide a route to a JSON file here. This will be what is known as a training document, so that each time the robot runs, it will update this file with its classifications, making them more accurate as time goes on. Now we need to tell the robot what keywords will define each document type. To do so, click on Manage Learning. Now you can see we've got the two different invoices here. And you want to choose words here that distinguish invoices from one another, so something like the company name would be ideal here. So we'll start with Avenue here. And Euro contracts. Now it's also good practice that when the company name is more than one word, it's good to separate each word as its own classifier, unless of course there's a common word that could appear in multiple different invoices. So we'll have Euro on its own, and also contracts. Capitalize that, and click Save. You need to click on Configure Classifiers here and just ensure that both of these are ticked. Obviously, if you want to raise your minimum confidence level, feel free to do so. We'll now need to change the input into our data extraction scope activity here. So previously we used the document type ID from taxonomy as our input, but now we are able to use the classification result instead. So we'll get rid of this. Use the classification results variable here. Okay. So we've got our output variable here. This will then feed into the present validation station here as well. And now once the data is passed through the validation station, we can then export this data to be used elsewhere, such as SAP or Excel, for example. So we'll provide an output. And then we'll find the export extraction results activity here. Place it just underneath the present validation station activity there. So input will be the results that we gained from the present validation station. we will output a data set. For the purpose of this video, I'll be exporting the data to an Excel file. So I start by dragging in an Excel application scope. And I will set the data path. I'll then drag in a for each activity. Instead of item, we want data table there. In results ts dot table. Just need to ensure the type argument is correct. So instead of object, we'd rather have system.data.datatable here. And then within the body, we're going to write a range. Ensuring that add headers is ticked as well. And that's it, guys. So we'll run the robot now and wait for the validation station to appear. So as you can see, the robot has in fact identified which invoice it is based on the classifications that we provided. It's picked up that it is in fact an Avenue invoice. Let's go ahead and see that it's got the data correct. So I can see it's missed a little bit off the address here, so we'll just correct that. And again here, just missed the one line of the address. Okay. And the rest of it looks good. So we'll now wait for the second invoice to come through. Okay, now as you can see, the robot successfully distinguished this invoice from the other one to realise it is a Euro contracts invoice instead. And then again, let's go through it and check that the information is correct. Now from the off I can see that the robot has seemed to have switched the addresses around here, so we'll go ahead and change those. And there we have it. Now let's check our Excel outputs now to check it's all worked correctly. And as you can see, all the extracted data is here for both invoices as well. And it's going to be used as you see fit. And that, guys, concludes this tutorial. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below or visit our forum at rpaforum.co.uk. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.